Morning. So you might have seen that we're currently in New York. It's freezing cold. This is why we're wrapped up warm. We're ready to go out. But today's video is all going to be about my favourite food, pizza. I've seen some places already round and about since we've been here. And I just want to try a few pizzas. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but subscribe if you want to. This video is going to be filmed across our week. I'm not going to go out into New York, into Times Square and all of that and just eat pizza every day, although I want to. But I can't really. I just can't do that. So yeah, it's going to be filmed across the week. I don't know yet if there's going to be like a sort of a rating system. Maybe I'll think about this throughout the next couple of days. But yeah, let's go and eat some pizza. Come on. All right. So I know my amazing editing skills makes it look as if I've not been anywhere, but I can confirm after our first full day in New York, doing all of the Times Square stuff and all of that lovely stuff, we've got a pizza. We've got our first one, and I've gone big. Literally, I've gone big with this. I think I'm going to have peaked far too early. First of all, I've done a little list, like a sort of rating system, if you like. On this little rating system, I've put a number of things from size to cheesiness to tomatoiness. Is that a word? It is now. I'm also going to be rating all of these out of 10. And I just want to say, with this first pizza that I'm going to show you just now, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 for size straight away. It is massive, to the point where when I walked out of the shop, I could barely fit through the door with the box. It was massive. I can't put into words how big this pizza is. Even when I show you the video, which is just here, it is absolutely huge. I mean, this is a picture here of me holding the pizza in the lift just now, and it's just it's massive. You hear all these things about New York pizzas and stuff being huge, and so far, like the slices and the pizzas that I've seen other people eating, that is absolutely the truth. They are like, I've never seen a pizza this big before at all. And Chris basically said to me that she wouldn't have minded a couple of slices. She didn't say a couple, she only said one. So the chances are I'm going to eat all of this thing to myself, bar one slice, which I'm kind of hoping not, because I might die if that's the case. But Chris just said, don't lie, I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I am. I kept saying in the queue, I was justifying, I was trying to justify my purchase by going, I'm only 30 once. I'm only 31 times, so I'm just going to do it. That is absolutely fine. And yeah, when we got back into the hotel, I felt so greedy. I know it was me and Chris, so people might have looked and gone,
Oh, that's nice, they're sharing.
Yeah, that's nice, they're sharing, but I know the truth, and we both know the truth, and it's just, and then yeah, now everybody knows the truth. I'm admitting it right now that I am indeed a fat so-and-so. I'm going to eat pretty much all of this to myself, and I'm just going to tuck in before it gets too cold. So let's do it, shall we? Oh, before I have this first slice, which is here, by the way, this is a thumbnail. That's going to be the best thumbnail ever, that is. This is from a shop called Two Bros Pizza. The reason that I chose this is because it's a stone's throw away from our hotel. If you're not aware, we are stopping in the DoubleTree by Hilton. It's Times Square West. I'll put a picture of the shop that we went to on the screen just now. This is going to be from Street View or whatever, because I didn't want to take any videos or anything in the shop, because I think I'd have probably been told off, probably, but I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, here is my first slice and my first bite of this pizza. Oh my god, this is going to be a mess. I've got a white t-shirt on as well, and it already looks quite, I don't know, it looks like it might leak. I don't know, let's see.
I can't believe you just filmed that, that's disgusting.
Oh my god, I'm so full now. I didn't actually eat all of that. There's only one slice left, but I didn't eat it all though. That was really good. What's my rating system? I don't even know it. I can't remember it off by heart. I think the first one was size, which I gave this pizza a 10 out of 10 anyway. I know there's another one on there as well for cheesiness. I don't know. What did you reckon to the cheesiness of that pizza?
It wasn't cheesy.
It wasn't really cheesy. Like, I've had cheesier pizzas before, so I reckon we're going to give that maybe a 7. Same for the tomatoiness, to be honest. It balanced out. It was a good pizza, though. It really was. Greasiness, in other words, how greasy is it? And I'm going to give this a 1 out of 10. Is that the right way around to do it? Basically, it wasn't greasy at all. You can see here the box was absolutely bone dry, which was really good as well. We've had some pizzas before in the past and they are so greasy. But then again, having said that, if we would have had something like a pepperoni one or something like that, maybe it would have been different. But good news on the grease front. It wasn't really greasy at all. So yeah, good news with that. On to crispiness, and this one wasn't really crispy at all. I'm not a fan of crispy pizzas, really, to be honest. I know some people are, but this particular one wasn't crispy at all. So again, how do I rate that, really? Assuming that you don't want a crispy pizza, then I would have given this probably a 9 out of 10, to be fair, because the crusts were pretty crispy, but the rest of the pizza just wasn't. So obviously, if you do want a crispy pizza, then that would be much lower. But like I said, I don't really like crispy pizzas. So, and last of all, from this massive cheese pizza from Two Bros Pizza is value for money. We paid altogether for this pizza and a can of Sprite. We paid $20, and we were originally going to get some change back from that, but we ended up putting it in the tip jar. I think the pizza on its own was about $14 or so, which if you're working it out in pound, call it about a tenner. And for a pizza that was that big, Chris seems to think that she's read somewhere that it was 20 inches. For a pizza that big, like, to pay a tenner or $14 or whatever it was, that's really good. So value for money, 10 out of 10. Overall, for this video, a really good start. Let's have a look at what other pizzas we can try throughout this week. Right, okay, so it's day 2, it's day 3 of our holiday. It's day 2 of me trying to try various different pizzas and stuff. And this time, we've gone to a 99-cent pizza shop at the bottom of our street where our hotel is. Let's get back to the room and let's try it. Right, it's time to have a rant. It's not that much of a rant, right? But when you're a 99-cent pizza slice store, as this one is, just here, as you can see, why is it that we've just paid $10 for 2 slices of pizza and 2 drinks? Obviously, I know why we've paid that much, but the slices on their own weren't 99 cents. Mine was £1. Mine was $1.25, and Chris's was like $2.50, or was it $2.50? Yeah, it's $2.50. I had a cheese one. Chris had a pepperoni one. Just how can you? I don't know. I don't get it. Obviously, it's to draw people in, isn't it? But when you get there and you realise that actually nothing's 99 cents. It's kind of like going into Poundland these days, where you go into Poundland and nothing is really a pound. Anyway, let's tuck in, shall we? Okay, so here is my $1.25, 99 cents pizza slice. This is really good. So, cheesiness, first of all. Again, kind of similar to yesterday, where the cheesiness and the tomatoiness, they balance each other out, to be fair. Like, I couldn't give them a 10 for cheesiness, because I think to make a pizza a 10 for cheesiness, it needs to be, like, really stringy. And so far...
You need to have a cheese slap.
Yeah, a cheese slap. I don't think I've ever used the word cheese slap in a sentence, but we're going with it. Greasiness. I actually found my slice to be a little bit more greasy than the one from yesterday, or the one from just now as you're watching this. Crispiness. I thought mine was pretty crispy. Definitely crispier than the one from yesterday. And then the size. Well, I mean, it was just a slice of pizza. You can see how big it is just here. I suppose the size really is... it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Well, size does matter, apparently. Get your mind out of the gutter. I was talking about the size of pizza slices. Anyway, so price. Because they were trying to sell it to us as a 99 cents pizza slice shop, and we ended up paying $10. And had we have not bought drinks and everything, had we have just bought one single pizza slice, they would have already failed on the price anyway, because the cheese pizza was $1.25. For just that on its own, I give the pricing of this particular pizza slice that we've just tried a 0 out of 10. However, Chris just said to me, well, maybe that's because of tax as well. And I suppose when you think about it, the $1.25 pizza shop, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? It doesn't draw people in. So maybe it is because of tax and everything. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I walked into that pizza place expecting to have Pete?
Who's Pete?
It was Pete.
Why are you expecting to have him? Pete Renwick?
Oh no, poor Pete. Honestly, I've lost my head. I've absolutely lost my head. I've gone. I've actually gone. We've discovered that we lose our minds a bit every time we've had food. So I might not be making much sense. But I have no idea who Pete is, put it that way. But he's having it, apparently. Anyway, regardless of tax or anything like that, I was expecting to go to this pizza shop and pay 99 cents for a slice of pizza. That didn't happen. I give it a 0 out of 10. In fact, can I give this score a minus? No, let's keep it as a 0 out of 10. Size, it wasn't too big. It wasn't too... Stop it. Oh my God. Right, let's just move on really quickly. Size, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Cheesiness / tomatoiness. I'm pretty sure that tomatoiness isn't a word, but oh well, you know what I mean. It wasn't as nice as the one that I had yesterday, and I know, if I remember right, I gave that one a 7 on both the cheesiness scale and the tomatoiness scale. So I think I'm going to give this one... I'm going to give this one a 7 as well, to be fair. It wasn't as nice... Oh, that doesn't really make sense then, does it? I'm going to have to give it a 6 based on that then. Greasiness, this was a little bit more greasy than the one that I had yesterday. I don't really know how to rate greasiness. I guess the higher the number, the greasier the pizza was. So I think I'm going to give that one a 6 as well, because it wasn't like overly greasy, but there was definitely more presence of grease. Is that a thing? I don't know, but yeah, you know what I mean. So 6 out of 10 for greasiness. And then crispiness as well. I'm going to give that a 7. It was a little bit crispier around the edges. Yesterday's pizza wasn't really crispy anywhere, to be fair, apart from the crust. Anyway, that is the review of the second pizza that I've tried in New York. I wonder what the third one will bring. All right, so it's the last day of our holiday. Chris is there. She's occupied watching Gremlins while scrolling through her phone. So whilst she's doing that, and whilst we're waiting to check out, I thought I would give you a little bit of bonus content. Is that a thing? It is now.
Lucky bastards.
Yes, yes. Both waiting for snow, because according to the weather, there's around about a 75% chance of it in the next hour. So I've decided to take a seat right here in front of the window, and we're just waiting to see if it's snowing. It is snowing right at this very second. Only very lightly, but it's... Oh my God, it's turned into complete and utter chaos in this hotel room within the last couple of seconds. Anyway, we are waiting to check out of our hotel. There's one pizza place that I want to try, which is just up the road from here. It's a few blocks away, and it's called Ray's Pizza. And as I was thinking about going to Ray's Pizza, I thought to myself, well, I haven't actually told you. Yes, I've told you the rating system, and yes, I've told you the fact that obviously I'm going to be trying pizza. But I haven't told you why I'm trying the particular places that I've tried and I'm going to be trying in the rest of this video. So basically there's 3 types of pizza shop. There's one that is the closest to us, which is Two Bros Pizza. There's the other one, which is the 99 cents pizza shop, which is the cheapest, even though it wasn't actually 99 cents. I know I've already spoken about this, but yeah, it wasn't 99 cents. And then there's a shop that we've been recommended, which is Ray's Pizza, which is what we're going to in a little bit. So whilst I'm waiting to go to Ray's Pizza, and whilst Chris is back in her normal spot, waiting for the snow to come down, I thought I'd let you in on a little secret. Ooh, that's amazing. It's gonna... What?
Scandal.
Scandal! Basically, we went back to Two Bros Pizza yesterday. I wanted to treat myself to a full-size pizza again before we went, and that's exactly what I did, but I couldn't manage it all. So, I've got pizza for breakfast. This is the little secret that I wanted to let you in on. I've gone and got pizza again. I've just been living off pizza. Breakfast of champs. Absolutely amazing. I've already reviewed this, so I guess a second review doesn't really count, but if it did count, it's still really good. 10 out of 10. If you're in the market for a breakfast pizza, then Two Bros is the place to go. Anyway, Chris is really sad because the snow looks to have stopped almost as quick as it started, to be fair. I'm going to eat the rest of this pizza, and then we're going to go and get some more pizza from Ray's. Hello. You might be able to tell that I'm not sitting in Ray's Pizza. If you've watched my videos before, you will know that I'm actually sat in my living room. So hello, welcome to my humble abode. And unfortunately, I tried to record some footage in Ray's Pizza, but my phone, bless it, it ran out of storage. It's just a sign of how much footage I actually recorded in New York about, different things. For example, there's the Central Park video that's already on my YouTube channel that you can go and see. Yeah, I ran out of storage, and you find me, like I said, in my living room. It's the 13th of January. Luckily for me, for the end of this video, because I didn't want to leave it unfinished, I did write notes about Ray's Pizza. Now, the first thing that I will say is that I never expected to have so much of a fight with pizza. The video that you're about to see, it was taken on Chris's phone. And it was me basically trying to eat this pizza. I was trying to navigate it. I was trying to see how on earth I could eat such a big thing. It was a mess, which, if you like a messy pizza and stuff, then fair enough. But with me, I don't know. I just felt like I'd just turned into this incapable human being. I think half the time I was wearing it, and I probably looked like a right sight to other people. But yeah, of course, for Ray's Pizza, I have followed that really, really weird, terrible rating system that I've created. And we're going to start off with cheesiness. Now, according to the notes that I wrote on my phone on the plane on the way back, I gave this a 9 out of 10. Now, thinking back to a couple of weeks ago, it was really cheesy to the point where, I was pulling the pizza away from my mouth at one point, and the cheese pull was just mad. It probably looked like I was honestly struggling to eat it, and that's because I was. And that was mainly because of the cheese. It was because of the heat as well. We were in a rush, so I felt like I basically had to wolf it down me. But yeah, for the most part, I was just looking like I was in great difficulty trying to eat this thing. It was massive. And that brings me on to size. This pizza slice was the size of my head. I've got a massive head, so I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 for size. Tomatoiness. Now, I know I've just given the cheesiness of this pizza a good score of 9 out of 10, but the same can't be said for the tomato flavour, or the tomatoiness, as I keep calling it. And I think that's basically because the pizza was just so hot. I mean, it was boiling, which again, I think is one of the reasons that I struggled to eat it. I gave it a 5 out of 10. There's nothing really else I can say. Even thinking back now, and it was a few weeks ago, but thinking back, I couldn't really taste any sort of tomatoiness. I need to stop saying that word. But yeah, you get the idea. It was more cheesy than it was tomatoey. Moving on to the greasiness of the pizza. This was kind of middle of the road. I seem to remember having an aftertaste, and certainly the notes in my phone say that I had an aftertaste of sort of grease. I don't really know what it was, but or maybe oil or something like that. I don't really know, but I've given it a 6 out of 10. In terms of crispiness, now if I remember, and I have actually had to watch the video that I've not finished editing yet. I've had to watch this video back to really explain to myself more than anything what I mean by crispiness for this particular video. And I've worked it out to be the less crispier it is, the higher the score is out of 10. And this one, it was 10 out of 10. The pizza was so flimsy, there was no robustness to the crust whatsoever, which as a result made it look like I was having a fight with a slice of pizza. And finally, maybe the all-important thing for most people, value for money. Now, I've given this a 5 out of 10. We paid $5 for it. It wasn't the most expensive pizza slice that I'd seen in New York, and it wasn't the cheapest either. It was basically just middle of the road. I think $5 is actually pretty good for a slice of pizza. However, I understand the argument that it is just a slice of pizza, regardless of whether it's the same size as my head or not. It's still $5 for a single piece of food, basically. It was nice. It was just a little bit too hot for my liking, but then again, that's my own fault. I should have waited. I should have given myself a little bit more time to eat it. However, having said that, we just wanted to basically cram as much stuff as we could into our last day. So it was a whistle-stop tour of Ray's. But just in summary of the whole video that you've just watched and my experience in New York when it comes to eating pizza, I was in my element. I was in New York. I was eating pizza, which is my favourite food. And I absolutely loved it. The pizza that stands out to me, though, in this whole video is the pizza that we had from Two Bros. It was basically just everything that I expected from a pizza from New York. The size, it was huge. The flavour was really, really good. It wasn't greasy at all. It wasn't very crispy. It did have some crisp to it, but it wasn't like overly crunchy. And it also wasn't overly flimsy like Ray's pizza was, for example. And for what we actually got, like the size of the pizza and all of that stuff, it wasn't actually that expensive. So Two Bros Pizza wins this little challenge that I've created throughout this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you think that I should go back to New York, when I can afford it, but if you think I should go back to New York and try some other pizza, then let me know. I'd love to be honest. I love pizza. The New York holiday was really, really good. Keep your eyes peeled for my thoughts on what I thought could have been a little bit better, maybe with New York. Some things I wasn't really aware of when we first got there. Things that might have caught me off guard, for example. There were things, I did enjoy it, but there were things that were a little bit like, whoa, okay. The word overwhelming comes to mind if you want a little bit of a preview for that video. That's going to be coming up in a couple of days' time. For now, though, thank you ever so much for watching if you've gotten this far. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that wonderful YouTube stuff. I'm sorry that this video has turned out a little bit strange because, of course, I started it in New York and I've ended it in my living room. But it's here now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.